Have you ever wondered how long a wig will last? Erin is a hair loss specialist from Minneapolis and knows all about wigs, but also has a hair loss story of her own. Erin has been living with total hair loss since she was 3 years old. In this video, she's going to draw on both her personal and professional experience to discuss how long wigs will last.
In the beginning of me wearing wigs, I wore synthetic just because they were less expensive and I was just not able to care for them properly at that age. And as I got older, I went into human hair wigs. Typically, on average, a synthetic wig lasts no longer than a year just because of the quality of how it's made. A synthetic wig usually typically starts to fray at the ends just due to what it is made out of. And once it starts to touch, kind of coats and collars, it just starts to get like that friction at the end. And it's very hard to run a brush through. Sometimes after wearing synthetic, people go into like a lower quality human hair wig. And typically on average, those only last about 2 years if you're lucky, just also based off of the quality of hair and how it is made. Typically that hair is very high in density, but it does start to shed very quickly based off of how it was processed before you got that hair. Again, it is, the color was stripped, the cuticle was stripped, so it is coming to you, partially damaged. The very best option in human hair wigs is Daniel Lane, just because it is European hair, it is a very fine grade, and they do on average last anywhere between 2 to 4 years. Human hair wigs can last longer than 4 years, depending on how you care for it at home. What I do to maintain my wigs is I don't use a lot of heat, so typically I only style it about once a week. And then during that week, I'm really not touching it a lot, so I'm not getting it greasy or oily. I'm only washing it about once a month. And if I am doing any sort of exercise or I'm outside, I am wearing maybe an older one or a different one and wearing that one up so that I can, maybe get sweaty or I'm out in the sun. Going to a hair loss salon, they can offer you some stuff that you cannot do at home. Maybe that is a deep conditioning treatment just to help smooth out those ends, maybe a shine treatment to bring it back to life. Sometimes we do cut it if it does have some split ends. We can alter the color if need be, if maybe the color has faded and we just need to adjust the color slightly. Another way to make your human hair last longer is to have multiple. So you are switching, in between wears so that you aren't wearing the same one all the time. When it comes to wearing wigs, I do wear mine every single day, all day. It is kind of part of my wardrobe, and it is part of my identity.